So the Lord brought something so powerful to my attention, right? So I went to Ephesians 3, 6, and 18, and it says, May he grant you out of the riches of his glory to be strengthened and spiritually energized with power through his spirit in your inner self, indwelling your innermost being and personality, so that Christ may dwell in your hearts through your faith. And may you, having been deeply rooted and securely grounded in love, be fully capable of comprehending with all the saints, God's people, the width and length and height and depth of his love, fully experiencing the amazing, endless love. That amazing, endless love. That's Ephesians 3, 16 through 18. Okay, I had to get out the sun just a little bit so my phone wouldn't overheat. So Zechariah 2, 1 through 3 says, it says, Then I raised my eyes and looked, and behold, a man with a measuring stick, with a measuring line in his hand. So I said, Where are you going? And he said to me, to measure Jerusalem, to see what is its width and what is its length. And there was the angel who talked with me going out, and another angel was coming out to meet him, who said to him, Run, speak to this young man, saying, Jerusalem shall be inhabited as towns without walls, because of the multitude of men and livestock in it. For I, says the Lord, will be a wall of fire and around her, and I will be the glory in her midst. And that is Zechariah 2, 1 through 3. So when it says that Jerusalem shall be inhabited as towns without walls because of the multitude of men and livestock in it, when the angel of the Lord went to measure its width and its length, there were people of God there, because we know if you do not know the glory of God, then you are technically dead. Or if you're living in just not according to the will of God, you're dead, right? Because you're in your flesh, right? And flesh is a dead thing, right? We live by the Spirit. Only what we do for the Spirit means anything, right? And so what the Lord brought to my attention was in Sodom and Gomorrah, he sent two angels, and Abram was like, well, check it for this many people, check it for this many people, check it for this many people. And the Lord was like, I really can't find none. But now I'll save Lot and his people because they got affiliation with you, but they really not worthy of the salvation that I'm bringing. And here is why. Jerusalem is a reflection of God's heart. God's people is meant to be a reflection of God's heart and the depth of his love, right? So when he goes to say in Zechariah 2 and 5, he says, For I, says the Lord, will be a wall of fire all around her, and I will be the glory in her midst. The Lord found Jerusalem in a place where he could honor and protect it because he was already inside of it, right? But when he went to measure Sodom and Gomorrah, which I believe that is the reason, that's the revelation he gave me. The two angels were there to measure if there was any depth, if there was any room, if there was any space within Sodom and Gomorrah where the Lord dwelled, and there was not, right? And so instead of putting a fiery wall around him, the wrath of God was sent out against them, right? And if he would have found anyone righteous, that's why he said, I'll save it. He was really saying, I'll put my wall of fire around it. I'll save some people if I find myself within them, if they are living up to the energized, because I read in Ephesians 3 and 16, 18, if they're living up to the spiritually energized power through my spirit. If they are living through my spirit that I gave them through it says, may he grant you out of the riches of his glory, through my glory. If they are living through that energizing power that I gave through my glory, I will save them. And he found none. So when you are looking at yourself and you are doing reflection, instead of ruminating on things that we may not control or materialistic things that we do not have, if the Lord sent angels out to look upon your heart, would he send fire down to destroy you, or would he put a wall of fire around you? Because he was already dwelling there, and he has to respect the spirit of his son living within you. Love y'all. Shalom, shalom.